Chair. Foreign Secretary, when you last appeared before the committee in November 24, I asked you about justice for the Tamil community. I want to start by saying how grateful I am to you for your personal commitment to this and the support you've shown the Tamil community for over a decade. You know my family's story in relation to this. Really pleased that in March the UK finally introduced sanctions against those responsible for serious human rights violations, abuses during the armed conflict, including extrajudicial killings, torture and sexual violence. It was a hugely important moment for the community. But sadly, in the past month, there's been a horrific discovery of another mass grave in Chemmani, the northern province in Sri Lanka. It includes the discovery of bodies of 3 babies. And it's a real fresh reminder of how close to home these atrocities are. The Office of the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights has voiced concerns that there aren't sufficient resources in Sri Lanka to conduct exhumations of newly discovered mass graves in line with international standards. Has the government raised this? Has the UK government raised this with officials in Sri Lanka? And is the UK providing any support to ensure that the exhumations are conducted properly? And I know our minister was there recently.
Well, look, let me say that I've got very grave concerns in relation to the mass grave that has recently been discovered at Chemmani. That yes, we have raised it with the Sri Lankan government directly. We did that last month. Yes, we are in close touch with families of those who've disappeared from across the country, and we're working with voices, with NGOs and others to make sure that their voices are heard. I am happy to look at whether there is technical expertise we can bring to bear supporting those, looking at the mass grave issue, understanding that there are capacity issues within the country. So I am prepared to look at that and will do.
Thank you. Can I just ask again, really short, it's a yes or no, whether you'd consider the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights recommendation that the perpetrators of atrocities are referred to the International Criminal Court?
My understanding is that Sri Lanka is not an ICC state party, so the court wouldn't have jurisdiction to investigate any crimes that might be committed. So that is the difficulty in what you recommend.